Savages, we're back. I've been making a lot of EV videos and I forgot to mention this company. On the technical side of things, they are on a massive support and I am anticipating a massive move coming this week. I think this week could be a really big week for EVs and I think 2021 overall will be a massive year for this sector. But before we get there, let me introduce myself. My name is Tyler Wilson and I trade stocks, and I don't just trade the ones that are just trending up and that everyone's talking about. These are the trades I'm taking every single day. My videos are short, sweet, and to the point. Literally no nonsense is allowed. So let's not waste any more time. Run it, boys. All right, I'm very excited to go over this stock, Hyln. Hyln has a lot of potential upside, no really new bullish news coming out, but overall on a technical level, this stock looks very bullish and strong. The month of December has been brutal for EV and we're seeing massive dips across the board, not just Chinese, but American and European as well. Hyln has taken a big dip to this $16 price range and I think it's a buy right now. I'm gonna go to the charts here in a second, so bear with me here on this rant. The demise of Nikola is kind of bullish for every other non-Chinese EV, in my opinion. Workhorse and Hyln are going to do very well from this news in my opinion, and if you don't know already, Nikola sucks. Hyln has shown real progress, but no real updates as of lately, so that's not what this is based on. This is based on purely a technical level of where we dipped to. We've played massive runs on this stock to the $27, $26 range, and I think we're going to see another massive run from the $16 range. Typically when I'm talking about new stocks, I want to talk about growth stocks, and Hyln really isn't a growth stock in my opinion, but I think there's massive room for it to go up. In my opinion, this isn't a long-term play, rather a swing of a few weeks. So if you're a long-term investor, honestly, I still think you can make money here just on buying stock and not even trading options. I still think there's massive upside here. A 20-30% run is good money in my opinion. Do with that as you will. Also, it is worth noting that Hyln is in a league of their own in this EV field because they're specializing in trucks. So I think that is a positive. But overall, the sector as a whole, EV as a whole, is going to do very well in my opinion this January. So just know you heard it here first. But enough of my rant. We're going to come back here in a second, but let's go to the charts. All right, guys, I want to start us on a larger time frame. This is a 4-hour chart, and we're really zoomed out. You can see all the way back to June. The blue box is highlighting the major support I was talking about. If this support fails, we could potentially see that $10 range. I don't think that's going to happen. So let's zoom in really quick. Honestly, anything near this $16.50 range is a buy. $16.50 up to $17 looks very solid. I want to see an initial push to the $19 range, but ultimately, if we mount that $19 range, we could see a push all the way up to the $22 mark. This is where I would look to take some profits initially, maybe even at the 2050 range. Typically, I talk about mounting support and resistances. I don't even want to talk about that here. I think this is very, very strong. I don't think we're going to see a drawn out movement. I think we're going to see a very strong movement up and not too many retracements. This stock is one of the most bullish stocks that I'm looking at. The chart looks absolutely phenomenal. I feel like I say this about a few things, but looking at Hyln compared to other EVs, it is very beat up in relative terms to where it has been. XPEV and all those Chinese autos are still priced pretty high. Hyln, however, is priced all the way back to the point of June. And honestly, if you're a long-term investor, you can get in here. But do I think Hyln succeeds in the long-term view things? It's a possibility that they don't. I'm not a giant fan of their company overall, but on a technical level in the short-term time frame, this is an easy money trade. I'm personally going to be taking options targeting that $21 to $20 range. Past there, we do have more room. Things could get parabolic on this stock very easily. If I had to compare the movement to something I would like, it would be right here. This is something we could expect to see. And I apologize, this is the daily chart. So this was over about a 2-week period of time that we had this very strong run. The difference between this point and this point is that we're seeing almost a double bottom in this range. The last time we saw this was over here. And when we got that pressure, as you can see, it was a massive run in the matter of 3 days. We saw a $20 push all the way up to $27 in 3 days. These EV stocks are no joke. We see massive runs very, very quickly. And like I said, going into the new year, I expect us to be very bullish. Support range and make a push for that weekly target of 1735. Like I said, I anticipate very strong volume to kick in this week, especially with NIO and the Chinese EVs most likely going to perform very well. I know SPACs have drawn everyone's attention, but I think EVs are making a run for their money right now. The risk to reward is also very, very low. Like I'm saying, we're on a massive support. If we dump below this $16 range, I would most likely get out if we get below $15.50. But until we hit that $15.50 mark, I think we have a lot of room to run, guys. This is an easy buy. Overall, if you can't tell by my enthusiasm about this stock, I think we're about to make a very strong run, and I really don't want anyone to miss out. Chinese EV is due for a push in my opinion, but like I said, we were at June levels. And I have to tell you as well, do not be greedy with your profits, guys, especially if you're in options. Open up anywhere near flat, this will be a gold mine worth of a trade because the IV will not be pumped up yet. If we gap up, I will be looking for some sort of retracement to get into it. Like I said, I don't anticipate massive retracements, but I will be looking for something. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you got something out of this, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and leave a thumbs up. I appreciate all the love and support. We are growing so fast because of you guys. More videos, more content coming. Thank you again. Namaste.